Okay, we're here at 4243 Lyceum in the city of, what is city
Los
is it?
Angeles.
Los Angeles.
It's like Mar Vista or
Los
that way.
Angeles, Mar Vista. Now, what we're here to do is we're here to inspect the main sewer line. We cannot check every single pipe in the house. You obviously have your general inspector crawl underneath the house, check everything physically you possibly can, run all the fixtures, make sure things are draining correctly. Now, we will inspect the sewer line from as many cleanouts as possible, and what we're doing right now is we're running the camera from a 2-inch cleanout on the left-hand side of the house. This is technically like an end-of-the-line cleanout. This would service the kitchen, but it does drop into the main line. We located this just on the other side of the house. Already on the outside of the house, there is another cleanout. Now, where you see the ejector, here is water flowing. Now, this is water flowing from the back unit that's on a sewer ejector. We have the shower running, and obviously we wanted to see if the pump is activating, and it is activating in cycles. So it is working fine. You can see the water flowing by. What we're going to do is we're going to record from this point coming back, and then we're going to run the camera from the main 3-inch clean out that's on the right-hand side of the house that services the main line. Now, like I said, we're here to inspect the main sewer line. It's an inspection based on my opinion. Right now we're on the outside. This is a cast iron pipe, 4-inch cast iron diameter. Now, the cast iron has some minor rust buildup, as you can see on the sides of the pipe, but overall in pretty fair condition. I don't see any cracks. I don't see any roots coming through the cast iron pipe. Obviously, you're going to have to be very careful with you flush down the toilet. No baby wipes, paper towels, Tampax. Those kind of things could get caught in the cast iron pipe. And highly stress, if you're going to be using the back unit, you definitely don't want to flush those things because that's on an ejector and there's a motor there. So you don't want to tangle up any of those tampons or baby wipes in the pump. Now, coming back, cast iron pipe. It looks like it's in pretty fair condition. Cast iron pipe can last anywhere from 60 to 120 years. And this one looks like it's in pretty fair condition. Coming back, that's probably the clean out that's at the outside. And then what we do is we transition from a cast iron pipe to an ABS plastic pipe. This has obviously been replaced at some stage underneath the house. You can see everything looks pretty good underneath the house, nice and clean. All ABS plastic pipe. And we did have a peek underneath the house. I did see majority of all the piping ABS plastic. You see the connections along the way picking up all the fixtures. Okay, we're going to come up out of this 2-inch clean out on the left-hand side of the house. Here we are. We're going to go ahead, we're going to pause the recording. We're going to move over to the main line clean out on the right-hand side of the house. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're running the camera from the main clean out here on the right-hand side of the house. This will service the main line going out to the street. Now we're all the way out to the middle of the street. What you have is the city connection right there. Your responsibility is going to start from this point coming back. Now you see there's the city connection. Here's your Y. So your responsibility starts from this point coming back. Have a little bit of water coming down the line here. It's a 6-inch vitrified clay, 6-inch in diameter. Now what we look for are major breaks, major roots, major offsets. You're going to typically find roots. You're going to find little cracks in clay. You're going to find that in every single sewer in the city. So what we look for are major issues, and so far this 6-inch lateral does not have it. You can see it's nice and clean coming back. You can see the joints are nice and they're not separated. They're aligned pretty well. Got a little bit of roots coming through. Those are very minor, hardly anything to mention. Still in the 6-inch clay pipe. Now we're going to be coming onto the property. You see there's roots here. Now it's very common to have roots at the 4x6 transition at the property line. You can see they're coming in through the joint, so it's not a broken section of pipe. This is where two pieces of pipe come together, And what they do is they wrap them with concrete. Over time, that concrete cracks and roots slip in through the joint. Just gonna wait for the water to soften. That's actually the sewer ejector kicking in. So you see it's constantly kicking on. That's a good thing. That's for the rear unit. These roots are maintainable, and you can clean them out either with a snake or a hydrojet. Preferably hydrojet because it'll clean the whole inner diameter of the pipe. And this is the 4x6 transition. Coming onto the property, we transition to a cast iron pipe. And like I said, this is the original cast iron pipe. You can see it does have some rust buildup. It's still nice and round. It is a functioning pipe. Cast iron can last anywhere from 60 to 120 years. You can see it's nice and round. Pretty fair condition. Highly stressed, like I said again, no baby wipes, no paper towels, no Tampax. Those kind of things can get caught in the cast iron pipe. Even if the sewer line was brand new, I would still recommend that. You should never flush those things. But you can see as I stop, the water's flowing. There's no low spots. Still nice and round. It's got very minor rust buildup. Overall, not too bad. When you use the toilet, make sure to hold the handles down to get all the water to go, because toilets these days are very low flush. And you want a good amount of water to get all the waste out. Especially when it hits the cast iron pipe, it tends to slow down the waste. So there's the ejector kicking in again. So it's working good, the ejector. Just gonna wait for the water to stop so we can get an image of the cast iron coming back. Looks pretty good coming back. Like I said, it's the original pipe, but it's still in good shape. You do have these clean outs if you ever need to clean the sewer line in the future. If you have a blockage, here we are on the right hand side of the house. Here's the clean out. So everything looks pretty well. You will need a periodic cleaning on the sewer line, like you're gonna get sinks that block up. You're going to get showers that block up, so you will need periodic cleaning here and there. And eventually you will need to flush out the main line because you have the roots at the property line. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording here.